What's going on, everybody? Good morning to some and good afternoon to others. I'm Neozerb, and we're back in it with some Endwalker early access. So when last we left off, we were invading the underground mystery farmhouse biome thing of Charlian, and we are continuing on that path, trying to figure out what it is that the forum is up to. And as always, or many times at very least, I am joined in our VC Discord, the RVC community, with my good friend Vargwolf. Say hi, Wolf, to the people.
Yo.
Hey, there he is. I thought it would have been really funny if you just said nothing. I was just like, well done. But Wolf is ahead of me in the game at this point, as he always somehow gets. But I'm not slacking this time. I am going ham. Pedal to the metal.
I was gonna go out drinking tonight, but I was like, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna play this.
You gotta, yeah, priorities. I did finally get my Fenrir delivered to me, so I've got that, which is really nice. Being able to move around super fast. And then I went and I updated G-Shade and whatnot, and I found some nice shaders that look good. And
I keep forgetting to update that just for the simple fact that I don't want to exit the game.
That's a pretty reasonable fact, but I only had a login queue of 20 today. So.
Oh, no, you already logged it before you started.
I mean, yeah, of course I did. But, like, because I was testing my my interface, G-Shade and everything. So I did the reachable thing. So we're looking for Kryl right now, and judging by the conglomerate masses up on top of this plateau, Kryl's probably up there. So I just have to find a way up. Let's take a look at it. Oh, we're gonna need to go over this way. Not the direction I was going. Okay. Judging by the flood of people heading in the direction I'm going the right way. And they've already aggroed all the mobs, so I don't have to worry about it. I do like that, like, when you go to fight wild, like, you know, those wild encounters that you get, it's like, wait, in this location, and like everyone else is there too. Everyone just glomps onto all the mobs as soon as they spawn, and you end up fighting like maybe 3 persons worth of enemies, but because everyone's helping out. Crow, what are you staring at? Oh.
For you, the spell will keep it from wilting.
Oh, well, that's surprisingly sweet.
She said you would need it for the journey ahead.
That is more creepy than I was expecting. Who's she?
Will you speak with her now? I cannot hope to match Minfilia's clarity, of course, but...
Oh, that's what's happening. Okay, so part of me wondered if this was a large after effect from Kryl's tempering experiment thing that the Garleans did when they captured her, but it's actually Heidelin talking to, which is...
Do not worry. She has lent me her body for only a moment.
Not bad. It's okay. It's acceptable.
Just as I could not save the first from the flood of light, it has become arduous for me to interact with the physical world without assistance. Though I might converse with you for a time, the incorporeal form I assumed on the ship would be incapable of casting even the simplest enchantment.
That's important. Why?
In the depths of the ethereal sea, which all life returns, where my influence is greatest. After Minfilia's sacrifice on the first, it was to the sea, here in the source, where I ferried her soul. I wished that gentle spirit to find rest in the world she loved so well.
So the first essentially became heaven.
And another who may yet have a part to play, though that will depend on you.
And another. So somebody might get resurrected?
Walk free, for you are free to go where you wish, to believe what you will.
But you're telling me I can believe what I will. Therefore, I'm not free because you're telling me I can.
Guide, test and proof of your conviction. In darkness, seek joy. Surrender not to sadness, and see beyond despair. Walk free and bear the light for others to follow.
So your argument here is twofold. One, that you don't have enough power to cast any kind of tempering or enchantments or anything. So there's no way I could be tempered. And the second is that I'm just free anyway.
Together, raise it aloft and let it shine till the end, blinding and radiant.
Does there have to be an end, Heidelin? Are you not telling me, Heidelin? Don't be like the Charlian Forum, Heidelin. Don't be creepy, Heidelin.
That was all too brief. Already she seems so far away.
Yup. It true, though.
My apologies if I startled you. Ever since we began our descent into Labyrinthos, I had
Sorry about that.
straining to reach out. Even with my particular talents, though, I was unable to make a connection at first, so weak and tenuous it was. Once I took hold of that wispy thread, imagine my surprise to discover it was Heidelin herself. Needless to say, it seemed wise to learn what we could before letting go.
Understandable.
Her answers were more cryptic than I would have liked, but at least she left us with a guide of sorts, that unusual flower.
It's just a moral compass.
Yes, we are definitely making progress.
You can't be serious. We've done nothing wrong.
Oh, now what? Guess who?
Master Fortuno, what business has the Forum with us?
Obstruction and suppression, apparently.
Mistress Baldessian, our records show you facilitated the Scions' entrance into Charlian by claiming them as assistants for your organization. We are aware of your investigations. After alerting the major institutions to the presence of potential troublemakers, we received word from an Archean custodian, a group operating under the auspices of the students, skulking about Labyrinthos and engaging in clandestine behavior.
Clandestine? We may not have entered Charlian as Scions, but we did naught to conceal our identities. Our only purpose in this city is to seek the truth. I can think of no reason why our actions should warrant the Forum's intervention.
'Tis not our way to discourage the pursuit of knowledge, but the timing of such pursuits must be considered, not to mention their potential impact. With the world in chaos, we, the true caretakers of wisdom, have committed ourselves to an undertaking that demands the utmost discretion.
It's weird.
We will not risk its success
Oi,
by
Duffy!
turning a blind eye to disruptive foreign elements in our midst.
Disruptive foreign elements.
What then is to be our fate? Will you put us on a ship back to Eorzea?
The Forum will convene to examine your case. The results of said inquiry will determine your future in this city. As for your absent companion, he has already been detained.
Grah! But why? Is reading a crime now, too?
Reading is encouraged, celebrated even. Not, however, of the volumes shelved in the restricted section of the library.
Why do you have restricted books, you weirdo? I'm listening to audio from the YouTube stream and the visuals from the Twitch stream. Let's go! Power user Duffy! Yeah! Are they synchronized?
Silence is often one's best defense. I would advise against prolonging the proceedings with frivolous discourse.
Frivolous discourse. See here, man. Stream avatars is a little weird with the YouTube chat because it hasn't generated you an avatar for whatever reason, but I'm guessing that's because you have to be active in the YouTube chat to get one, which is kind of silly.
But enough. This is not the place for debate. The rostra await.
Rostra. Alright, you weirdo. I need a channel to write in YouTube. A channel to write in YouTube? Like the chat? Is that what you're referring to? Oh, you need like an account, is what you're saying. Or, because there's live chat on the stream. I don't know how you're watching it, or you're referring to an account. Oh, we're going right into the court proceedings. Well, all right then. No, they took my hat. This is unacceptable. This is sedition. This is madness. Return my hat to me this once, you fools.
I was careless.
We would have been detained regardless. This way, at least, we managed to stay together.
So there's like something clipping inside his neck that the shading is like catching on. It says create a channel to join chat.
Within the Forbidden Archives was well spent.
Oh, I'm guessing that's something to do with how YouTube accounts work. If you haven't, this is a theory, but if you haven't used YouTube in a minute, it might be related to that, because everyone technically has a channel. You have to, like, if you have a YouTube or a Google account, you may not have a YouTube channel. I don't know. You can mess with it. It doesn't actually do anything as far as that stuff goes. It's not a setting on my end, as far as I'm aware. All right, Barnier.
Master Fortuner, would you be so kind as to restate the matter which compelled you to summon your colleagues with such urgency?
He's grumpy.
As you are all aware, we recently denied Eorzea's request for Sharlian assistance. Since then, certain individuals dissatisfied with our decision have taken it upon themselves to interfere with our work.
No, we haven't interfered with anything yet. I actually helped you.
They entered our nation masquerading as associates of the students of Baldessian. But these malcontents are better known as the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. These militants wield influence with both the Eorzean and Eastern alliances, and are inextricably involved with the crises presently afflicting the world at large. Loose in our city, these warmongers sought to meddle with and expose matters of state secret. What are
Why?
they if not a dire threat to be expelled?
Why do you have such big state secrets on the brink of the end of the world, you weirdo?
You have tarnished the good name of the students. Galuf would be ashamed.
Galuf would be praised. They are synchronized, by the way. Yeah, I'm glad the audio and everything syncs up.
Galuf Baldessian was never one to forsake his fellow man. Even if this nation closed every door and retreated from the world, he would have found a way to help the Scions, help every soul of this star fight back against the coming doom.
A terrible enemy stands poised to lay waste to all we hold dear. In the face of such madness, Eorzea reached out to Sharlayan, a respected ally, in the hopes of forming a united front. Was your curt dismissal truly the best you could offer? Or are you so preoccupied with your momentous duty of an age long past that even the end of the world is unworthy of your attention?
Whence came this revelation?
From the mouth of a forum member within fortuitous earshot.
Then it seems your findings support my own.
They're doing some Forerunner Halo ring shenanigans. They're trying to stockpile for the end of the world to survive rather than help.
The reason I visited the restricted shelves was to study records of the Forum's policymaking process, to better understand the historical trends underlying their most major decisions.
Why would that be a secret?
At first glance, the positions of neutrality in war and the accumulation of knowledge above all else appear constant and consistent, the unchanging pillars of Sharlayan society. And
At
once upon a
first
time, I might have
glance.
admitted that. These days, however, I am more attuned to the subtleties of governance, and so I noticed something odd. From a particular point in time, the purpose of these policies shifted. No longer was knowledge preserved for the benefit of society. Rather, society was to be gradually reshaped to ensure the preservation of knowledge.
Yep. You're
The most
running
conspicuous
and you're
and telling
hiding.
change was the one which befell Labyrinthos. Once little more than an oversized storehouse, an enormous allocation of funds saw it transformed into an advanced research and archival facility.
Rules think that you're on par with the Alligans.
I also discovered a fascinating account on the finances of our Dravanian colony. The settlement attracted students from far and wide, and the connections and tuition fees thus acquired were funneled into further improvements for the archives. Now, there is no question that our nation's progress is tied to the acquisition of wisdom. Nevertheless, the vast resources diverted for this purpose borders on the obscene. But returning to the matter of when, our change in course appears to have been made some 270 years ago.
The very same period when Sharlayan scholars in the hinterlands began a formal study of the ethereal sea. You found something, did you not? And whatever it was, gave rise to your oh so important duty.
Mind your tongue, Archon. If you had seen...
That's suspicious.
Yes. We are bound by a duty we cannot ignore. Knowing this, what would you have us do? Abandon our vital work and join you on the field of battle? We will never choose the way of the sword. We will fulfill our mission not through strife and bloodshed, but survival.
Yep. Survival.
Come what may, we shall live on. We must.
Do as you must, then. But we Scions will fight until the heavens fall, until our last breath.
Such misguided zeal.
Father, Master Fortuno, I fail to understand the stance you have elected to take. But by the same token, I have yet to find a compelling argument to counter the challenge you put to us in Gridania. Still, in the midst of my uncertainty, I must trust in myself to do what is right, as others have chosen to trust in me. So...
Oh, dang it.
That's
Didn't mean to
quite
click.
enough. Have you all forgotten the reason for this assembly?
Skolok Monteshane. He's the head of the Studium and an old friend of my grandfather's.
Oh.
Honestly, every discussion devolves into some interminable debate. Terrible habit. Let's return to the topic at hand, By their own admission, these Scions have resolved to fight alongside the Eorzean nations against the doom which swift approaches. But there exists no evidence of an attempt to incite our citizens to do the same. Furthermore, while our decision may well have been the correct one, we cannot simply bull our way through these disagreements without inviting doubts or objections. Put yourselves in their place. Who among you would leave a tome unopened if an elder forbid you read it with no reason given? Now, if we're to quell further discontent, then we must conclude this matter with a fair and even hand.
Order! We will have order! Master Monteshane raises some valid points. Keeping such concerns in mind, I propose we enforce the following measures. Until further notice, the students of Baldesion are to cease any and all activities within the domain of Sharlayan. You will also refrain from any further investigation into the Forum's decisions and duties. Failure to comply with these restrictions will result in the immediate expulsion of your Scion associates. Let us put this judgment to a vote. All in favor, raise your hand.
How are you supposed to get a majority?
I count 51 for and 48 against. The proposal is passed. Students, Scions, you have heard the Forum's judgment. Pray abide by it, or face the consequences. Honored members, I thank you for your time. This inquiry is concluded.
Just blow them up. Yes. Swift cast flare. Where do I get a hat like that? want a fancy hat. Well, at least we've been allowed to remain in the city. Our endless investigations have not been in vain. We now know that this mysterious duty of theirs began with whatever the form discovered in the ethereal sea. Heidelin? With our freedom so clearly curtailed, however, we will struggle to learn more of substance here in Charlian. I want to speak with Alizé, not these other people. There we go. The overall picture has grown clear, yes, but that's in spite of the form being so maddeningly vague about this duty of theirs. Why are they so reluctant to explain their actions in plain words? Survival, come what may. His father's work so vital that it takes precedence over his own family? What was the dude who was like, if you had seen, and then he was like Vader was behind him going, like, that was weird. Did somebody cast a spell? Is it like a charm or something? Is he bound to secrecy and therefore can't speak up? It's weird. I like it. Afana, Alizé, it is you. Oh, not you. Invisible mage hand. I know, but like mage hand can't really choke people. At least none of the rule sets I've ever played under mage hand was capable of doing that. Maybe I've been using mage hand wrong? I don't know. 5 pounds of pressure, I don't know if that's enough to choke somebody. When I heard you'd been dragged before the forum, I came as swiftly as I could, and I'm so glad they allowed you to stay. Mother? Aww. It can't, but it can be fun to imagine. It can't, but not everyone knows this. That is to say, not every person in a D&D world would know this about Mage Hand. Only wizards would know. Ameliat Levier, at your service. And you fine people must be the scions of the 7th Dawn. How lovely it is to finally meet you. I finally get to meet their mother. Mother, please. Wish to make things difficult for you. Word reaches, Father, that you were here. Bother that. To be chastised for speaking with my own children? I am well aware that you and Master Fortunon are not on the best of terms at the moment, but I've been absolutely desperate to see my darlings again. You will come by the house, won't you? I have gifts waiting. Timing couldn't be better. As matters stand, we shan't be going anywhere. We discuss matters with Thancred's group and reconsider our options. Go visit your home. We will be back at the annex when you are ready to rejoin us. Sure, Neo, what do you think? Why are you asking me? Neo? The Neo Zerp? Very same. A splendid day this has turned out to be. Champion of Eorzea, I insist that you join us. Oh no. I don't like this. But we must be quick about it. Not for my own benefit, but should my husband return and find you enjoying our hospitality, the servants will be made to suffer for the consequences. I don't like this. Neo, if you would be so kind as to escort my children to the estate. These pretenses are so awkward. She was gone, and with her any opportunity to protest. Indeed, the matter is settled. Enjoy yourselves, you three. Mission: sneak into House Orshafal and not get caught by husband. No, I mean, dang it. Apologize. Mother is not one to take no for an answer. Still, I'm glad, relieved even to see her in high spirits. Say you, though it seems that we shall have little enough time to enjoy it. You accompany us on our visit home? I suppose. Fine, if we're going, then let us be over with it. But be sure to stay in the entrance hall. No peeking into our private chambers. Thank you very much. Why ever not? Your room is always perfectly neat and tidy. Everyone has things they'd rather keep to themselves, don't they? Cherished mementos you couldn't bring yourself to throw away, childhood toys. I mean, never mind. Lovely estate. That way, straight down the stairs. Come on. Yeah, I won't be able to teleport. Yep. Straight forward. Alright, gents, on we go. Whee! What this is? Oh, I can just talk to them at the bridge. Okay, cool. Discuss the view from the bridge. As I were little, the bridge was permitted to wander alone. Ah, I say alone, but my mother or servant was always surrounded by keeping a watchful eye. Look at us traveling to different continents, different worlds even. Yep. As children, Alphanal and I would often wait here for our father to come home from work. Must have been a day when this meeting ran long because I remember growing restless and leaning out over the railing to watch the water rush by. Father, of course, arrived at the exact moment, came pounding down path in panic, crying out my name. Yes. You're fine. Just weird spider thingy. Alright. Oh, you're here at last. Please do come in. We'll see how this goes. Oh. It's that kind of.
Welcome home, my lady.
It's that guy. At least I have my hat back. That's important. You click twice for conversation. Do you get the same conversation? As far as I'm aware, yeah. That's why you get 2 NPCs.
What are you gawping at?
Fine headquarters must seem squalid indeed. Just admiring the craftsmanship.
Oh, I suppose I never gave the decor much thought. I'm glad that you approve, I think.
Lord Fortuneau is not to hear of this visit. And I should also like the children to have their gifts, ere my husband makes his return.
As you wish, my lady.
Master Alphino, Mistress Alice, if you'd accompany me upstairs.
Oh, don't leave me alone.
Be long.
This is weird. Bolts move and I will swift cast flare.
The twins have been sending letters home from time to time, recounting their latest adventures. I am sure they withhold certain details, of course, if only to keep me from worrying. Yet a mother worries all the same. In the early days especially, I tried to support them as best I could, sending the Scion's coin and other such donations. Fortunately, they have found the strength to overcome adversity time and time again. Their words grow more confident with every letter, their depictions more vivid. The triumphs and defeats, the joys and sorrows. It is clear that they have come to find value in every experience. But of those they treasure most, it would seem that meeting you might be the most impactful.
Aww.
Since that fateful day, I do believe there has not been a single missive in which you were not mentioned by name.
Aww.
"'Tis plain they care for you, and I am glad they have such a steadfast companion watching over them. Under normal circumstances, I would offer you tea, but alas, these are anything but. In any event, why don't you keep me company whilst we await my children's return? Perhaps you might regale me with a tale or two of your exploits."
Instacast flare! Yeah, so there's this one time where our souls got sucked out of our body and we went to this other world and we were there for like 5 years. Even though it was only like a couple weeks in real time. I think the max amount of time was 5.
When you mentioned gifts,
The amount of time was at least 1 year.
Yeah.
It was just known that Manfred was the more long one.
Oh, look how well it fits you. And the style is to your liking?
Rocket boots. I was thinking the same thing. Rocket boots.
It's perfect. Exactly what I would have chosen. But please, tell me you had something different made for Alpha now.
Naturally. You are hardly little children anymore. And while I shall miss dressing you in those precious matching outfits, I must respect the individuals you have grown to become. See for yourself.
No, you could really tell them apart if their hair was different.
Thank you for the splendid clothes, Mother. Stylish, comfortable, and eminently practical.
I am so glad you like them. They are, however, missing one final touch.
If you would allow me, Master Alphino.
This is how Alphino gets his Sage class. Looks like Sage stuff to me.
Wait. Are these...
A sage's tools of the trade. They belonged to your father.
Even I
May
have.
as well be chained to his desk these days. As a student, he was often called upon to venture into the field. He wielded those armaments, both to heal and to harm in no few battles. None so fierce as those you two have braved, perhaps, but battles nonetheless. Thus did I pull them out of storage, to show you that he was not always the man who stands in vehement opposition to you now. And also because it would be a terrible waste of ridiculously expensive House Leveilleur commissioned artistry.
Ah. Ever the practical.
I am told these devices are quite difficult to master, but someone of your extensive experience should soon have them darting about with grace and aplomb.
The remote control. That's the class soul. Like I would get one just like it if I were to do the quest to get Sage. But calling it a remote control is just so accurate.
May the wisdom in that crystal serve you well. And please, try to find common ground with your father, that you might come and go without need for this awful subterfuge.
He started it.
We will, Mother. I promise.
My final gifts to you, before you run off, are an observation and a suggestion. First,
Those are the same thing.
Fortuno has ever been a serious man. But it was only after you were born that he truly lost himself in his work. I may not know the forum's inner workings, but I know your father's. The timing of that change in him holds some significance. Secondly, do not seek to best your father with words. Far better that you simply show him. Let him discover the merit of your actions, after they cannot be undone.
Oh, Mother.
We shall take your wisdom to heart. Thank you again for these gifts, and farewell for now.
Safe travels, my children. Eat well, stay warm, and keep your friends close.
Well, alright then. Phew, we survived. Thank you for indulging Mother's request. You can see it meant a lot to her, and shall refrain from inquiring as to the content of your private conversation. I don't even know what we discussed. Our visit was all too brief. For now, however, it will have to suffice, as will these tokens of our home that we will carry with us. These gifts to help us remember who we are and whence we came. But enough sentimentality. Let us return to the annex and rejoin our companions. Well, that was a little less interesting than I'd hoped for. To see how Alphino became got the Sage class. But it's more, I don't know, it's interesting, it's well written. I don't know what I wanted, because every other class change we kind of just, like, it was just like, we didn't see the character and then we saw the character again and it was like, oh, I took up this. Alize was like always a red mage.
Confused about. You're telling me that she was a red mage, but you didn't get red mage until like much later on in the game. I'm like, then why was she a red mage?
Because she was demonstrating, I think they brought red mage in as a class after they put it on the NPC to kind of hype it up. Now, I mean, I guess it's confusing if you try to think about it in terms of patch and release, but she was always a red mage when we met her. When she's first introduced, she had... Yeah.
He's always a healer.
I don't know precisely what was he when you play as him in Stormblood.
Arcanist. Because he always had the carbuncle bow with the silver one. You know, very specific towards that, but...
Yeah, I don't know about that, and that's probably why he was overdue to change class. Yep. Even the NPCs don't want to play that class. Even the NPCs don't want to play that class.
Yeah, no, that's overly complicated. Only Alphino makes sense to actually be a sage.
No. I'm saying because of the changes to what was it, Arcanist, or is it the Arcanist or is it the Summoner? Because of the changes to Summoner or whatever. Not even NPCs want to play as them.
I mean, if Yurianje don't want to do it, then you know that it's probably good for this class.
Oh, the Astrologian.
I guess the hard sent deal.
No one can question Urianger.
Your time in Thafnir has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Feature's request and assaulting the
Wah!
Tower of
A
Zot
potato.
should be our highest priority.
Who plays the potato?
I agree. While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Tor, then make our way to Babylon.
I wonder.
Having fun, Duffy.
Even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orange,
Salted Earth policy.
report, they were unable to free the Emulger. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses?
That they are set up. They're sophisticated.
Removing a prisoner from the wall is fatal. Thus, the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary.
Unless...
Of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders will be met with overwhelming force.
You just go in the basement and pull the fuse from the circuit breaker. Come on. It's not rocket surgery.
The towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise.
What about quantum?
Thus conjured must needs be maintained. And I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within.
Like a fuse
Destroy
box.
the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope. And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcosodral by a considerable margin. If you're to fight primals, then you'd best have at least one healer with you.
And I am more than happy to fulfill that role. I found wielding a sage's armament to be rather intuitive, and look forward to testing them against a more challenging foe.
When did you ever use a sage's arm?
It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Rads at Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging point.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetherite at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
That's horrible. Hey, Sunian. Oh. To battle! Okay, finally. Looks like I'm gonna get to go over back to Thalen's Bad or whatever this place is and invade that tower. Okay. And initiate Fenrir. Oh. Not quite like that. Don't do that. That's not good for Fenrir. Now Fenrir. It's cool. That's a big old tower, that is. Gonna do the thing, Nadine. A friend of yours, yes, expecting. Yep. Pray for your safety and success. Where am I going? Stand by the boat. Here we go. Waiting by the boat. Waiting by the boat. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, this is the future of the Aetheroid travel. I think I'll be sick to boats. I'll stick to boats, yeah. I want to go over emphatic. Could have prepared me for that. Yeah. Account of which a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. Ethereal sickness. Blech. I wonder if the talisman could protect you from that. Maybe not. Hello, Vormir. Sean, my friend, Mary, thank you for accepting this mission. This be, we call you Sean, I suppose. Indeed, it would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your hoarding skills. Please convey as much to His Excellency. For each of you, please accept them with my blessings. Because he's technically the dragon. The dragon put his eye in that body and he controls it. So I don't know if he operates independent of the dragon or if the dragon's controlling him. Or if he just is an extension of the dragon. Thanks with these, we can go anywhere. Those with the blessing of light can go. Yup, yup, yup. If for the operation either, but all the ones to come, we can finally break your monopoly on primals. In that case, they're all yours from now on. I'm afraid she can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star, after all. Everyone is amenable to it. Let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we'll divide into 2 groups. Neo and his band will break through the tower's defense and locate its core. Let's go. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. Primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thavarian myth. We have no prior experience with such foes. Pray excuse the utmost caution when confronting. Commence the operation at your word, my friend. The people of Thavnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Bloody ho! It is done. Tower of Zot is accessible. Ah, yeah. And I should be able to use the trust system, I believe. Yeah. Alright, Estinian, let's go. Party enters Zot. Yeah, absolutely not. Wait, why can't I take Estinian? Hold on. Something is wrong. Oh.
Pleasure as always.
There we go. Yeah. Squad. Estinian is best, bro. Let's go. Let's go. Tower of Zot. That's a weird looking creature. Tempered Imperial troops. Nope, nope. There we go. No, not. I was like, don't cast that one. Yes, regular fire. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Fancy smancy. How we? Armored Fiend. Forgot I get stupid amounts of triple cast for no reason. They put Black Mage on easy mode, good heavens. Just incinerate, destroy. There we go. He's gone. Yeah, because I get, geez, and they recover independently of each other? That's stupid. Oh, there they are. There's the primals. Huh? Where are you guys going? Are we? Okay. I'm guessing they're supposed to go that way. Yeah. Alright. Let's go. Get him, Thancred. I'm not a tank. Go get them, Thancred. Thank you, Thancred. Good heavens. That one does AoE damage, which is why I used it, even though it's not as strong as the other ones. Oh no, that's right. It's not an issue because of the way this thing works. Ha 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 ha! Black Mage is easy now. I love it. Easy mode. So many triple casts. And I can just do that. Oh, that's so nice. I do so much damage. Now it's so stupid. Hello, another armored fiend. Get him. Just constantly having triple cast. So dumb. What's the point of ley lines? Oh, I guess that does help with recovery. Here we go. Here's the first one. No idea what this is going to be like. Okay, cool. Mendruva. Get him. Alright, fine. Oh, okay, there you go. I was like, why aren't you going? Oh, Addle is now important. I forgot about that. I should be using that more often. Oh, geez. You are aggressive. Fortunately, I have things like triple cast, so screw you. Much easier to fight you like this. Be a little too easy. Well, that's irritating. Jeez, she takes, like, receives all of the damage, but doesn't. Ugh. I don't think I'm supposed to stand on that, so I'm not going to. I have no idea what's happening in this fight. But I can use Addle again, so that's something. Ow. Cast Blizzard, dang it. The new Black Mage mechanics are so forgiving. Oh Oh my goodness, I only have to manage a fraction of what I had to before. And you're done. Wow. I did that on my first... I know that's the first boss, but I did it with these people on the first try. Wow. I'm actually kind of surprised. Why am I still...
the first dungeon?
Yeah.
Oh, wait till you get a fucking... what would we call it? Cinderella Rappy.
Oh gosh. That just sounds awful.
The last boss is probably the hardest at it. I'll give you a little hint. It's a mess of fucking AoE, so be prepared to dodge.
Uh-huh. So they gave Black Mage? I didn't even realize they were doing this. So I knew about some of the buffs they were giving Black Mage, but they gave Black Mage 2 casts of triple cast, which means that I'm not a stationary caster anymore. I could just run around yeeting stupid damage and not have to...
That's what Black Mage was like in Frontlines.
So I guess I don't know, they brought it home somehow.
Probably.
But it's really nice, because I don't have to stand around. I can just pop that and then cast whatever I want while I'm just going like, ah, and then all my other stuff kicks in and I get all kinds of other free casts. Does this remove stuff? Wait, seriously? Wait, Fire 2 is good now? Hold on, I have to test this. Does this remove stuff too? So I can toggle into this, and then I can toggle out. Fire 2 is good now! Oh, they made Black Mage so easy. My AoE is actually like, oh, that's nice. That is nice. Why does it look like you guys are in someone's guts? I don't know, dude. It's the tower. The tower's weird. The tower's undulating. I don't like the tower to be undulating. I did not pick this. This is how this happened. Oh, the walls are moving too. I know, I don't like it. It's horrible. There we go. Oh, they're still here. Well, prepare to not be here. Ooh, treasure. Give me. Mansaya ring of feeding. Fending. Fascinating. Oh. Thank Red. Okay, thank you, Red. Oh, okay, so that doesn't grant astral ice anymore. Interesting. So they actually made Blizzard 2 good, and then they made this like another version of that. It's pretty cool, I guess.
You cannot stop us.
That works. This is your PSA to eat food.
You cannot stop us.
That works. More treasure. Ooh. All right, here's the second one. Sandaruva. Let's lay down the pain. Oh, get away from me. No, I don't. That's why I picked you. I swear. Oh, I don't like glowing orbs of orbness. Am I confused? What's going on here? Hey, move. Aha. Move. Why did I get frozen? Let's do that. Yeah, what are those? I didn't get hit by that, but it still said I did. That's unfortunate. Why am I having a temporal stopping? What's up, Kyle? How is you? Glad to see you online again. Oh, where's it going? How was the move? Okay. Let's see which one's the attack here. I didn't get hit by that, but whatever, game. On your phone. Nice. Is that how you've been having to use the internet now? And we got him. Huh? Or did we? Oh, they like ran away. I see. I see. Okay. Onward, gentlemen. Sure. No internet until the 10th of December. Oh, man. That's rough, dude. But at least your phone plan's working out. I'm finally moved in, but now the organizing, yeah. And getting your furniture there you want it to be and all that fun stuff. Oh, this is the one I want to use. By the way, Kaya, if you have not, I would encourage you to go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Indescribable Industries on YouTube, because that is where a lot of content is going to be forthcoming, I'll say. I've done a lot on Twitch. I'll still be live on Twitch, but I'll also be on YouTube and like emotes and things like that and fun stuff. That'll all be produced on YouTube instead of Twitch in the future. So that is where things are transitioning. This dude thinks he's hot stuff, riding around all fast and whatnot. There we go. Oh, I had transition. Hey, thank you, Duffy. You heard anything from Jeff? I have a little bit. He is doing his stuff. Like, I don't know if you saw his last stream, but he announced that he was seeing some doctors for like a medical issue or something. I'm not entirely sure what, if he ever named it. So I'm not gonna speculate. But he said that he was doing well, at least when I talked to him. I actually messaged him on Discord the other day. So at least I don't know if he used the term doing well, but he said that he was seeing his doctors, getting stuff taken care of, and so it seems that at the very least he's taking care of himself, or being taken care of, doing what is necessary to maintain his health. So I know he's doing that. I know he's been playing games and whatnot online. As for streaming, I haven't really seen him online, so I can't really speak to what is streaming and what's going on with that. So unfortunately, I'm not sure, but I'm sure if you ping him in the Salty United Discord, he would respond. He might not, but I think he would. So this is the latest and greatest Final Fantasy XIV expansion. All kinds of new content, going up to level 90 with the level cap. They changed a bunch of stuff about Black Mage and made it a lot more fun to play, which has been awesome for me because I'm a Black Mage main. I don't even know why I'm trying to cast that. It's pretty stupid now what you can do. They gave you 2 like independently charging casts of triple cast, and like, yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. Oh, I transitioned to the wrong element. I need to go back. Go back. There we go. All right, spider creature thing. Let's go. Oh, we're attacking that one, I guess. No, I want to use Thunder 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big damage. Oh yeah. Oh, gotta transition elements. Okay, here we go. And we blow him up. Have they found out what was the cause of Jeff's problem? I'm not sure. I never really heard what was going on symptom-wise in the first place. So I'm really not sure what's happening there. I wasn't even really aware it was a medical issue until he said something about doctors the other day. I thought maybe he was just needing some time or something from a mental health standpoint. I didn't realize it was a like a doctoral health issue. I know it was undue stress, but what else? I didn't even know that much, to be honest with you. I think you were more in the loop than me. Because we must protect the tower. These creatures. The Magus sisters. I knew it was the Magus sisters. Okay, anyway. They're a staple in Final Fantasy games. Ooh, let's go. So if there's one, I am guessing that there will be additional ones. See, there's 2 more spots. The third sister. I hope this will be a final fight. We'll see. We will see. Oh boy. The other sisters are here now. Oh. Okay. Okay. That's oh, I don't like that. I don't like any of what's happening here. That's horrifying. Everything about that was very scary. Hope he's doing well. I do too. He's playing video games and he's responding. He said that the docs are looking into the stuff, so you know, at the very least, he's doing what he should be. Sister bees, basically, I suppose. These dudes are scary. Huh? Oh, jeez. Get this. Good heavens. How are you supposed to avoid any of this? Oh, there we go. What in the world? Let's go. If I can stand in ley lines, that's good. These are the Summodaeons from Final Fantasy X. Yeah, the sisters are one of the reoccurring enemies from Final Fantasy. The Magus sisters are. I think they're named slightly different, but they do show up quite often. Oh, did we take her down? Oh, we did it. Okay. Next one. Oh, get that away from me. I don't know why Estinian's just attacking that other one by himself. Maybe this is just a DPS phase. Maybe I'm missing something. I was not. I hate that. I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Get wrecked. Ah! The big B is the tanker, the tall one is the vanguard, and the one is the DPS mage. The small one is the DPS mage. Oh, I see. Well, they're all dead now. Same fighting style, too. That makes sense. Ugh. Action learned. High fire and high ice. Yeah! I have no idea how to use those. Aspect. What does that aspect trait thing do? Trait. Aspect mastery. Upgrades fire 2, high fire 2, and oh, nice. Okay. Oh. Oh, these aren't new spells. These are spell upgrades. Smaller one is the glass cannon of the two. So I probably should have just smoked as the small one at the start then, but I still survived. Okay. So what's the point of freeze if I have Blizzard 4? Is it just because it's an AoE thing that does the same thing? Oh, and it reduces Flare's cost by 1/3. All of these do, but Flare is still so stupid. Why would you ever use her? I want the Gacha Aeon Mercenary. I'm not familiar. I apologize. Monstorium Gunblade. Useless. The Ronin Aeon. Oh. Is that from Final Fantasy X? I apologize, I have not played Final Fantasy X.
Is everyone all right?
Yo.
We fortified the captives with what magics we could. Have the defenses been disabled? All appears quiet for the moment.
Can we just blow up the core and be done with it?
The lower floors were disturbing enough.
The more
but
money you
this place
spend,
feels
the more damage he deals.
The ether is
Interesting.
heavy and thick, like wading through a quagmire.
Quagmire. I think that's a technical term. Yes.
What sayest thou, Stola?
I see it. Ether siphoned from the land runs up through the spire, flowing to a single point.
Did we blow it up?
This is the core we seek.
It was also another Final Fantasy series. Yeah. It's like Palom and Sid and Odin and all them. They have different significances, but they reoccur.
As large as this structure is, it siphons far more ether than is required to sustain it.
So it's sending it somewhere.
It is as if the core is feeding on the energy, consuming it. I need to take a closer look. There is something there
That
embedded
timing.
inside the core.
The timing on that. Reaches out hand, crab rave. What's inside the core? That's weird.
This is what we came to destroy?
Yes, if you would be so kind.
Yeah. It makes you dance. That's a spine. Yes. That is like multiple spines. Kitsune. Yes, it's a Bakote.
My theory that the tower might come crashing down following the core's destruction doth appear to be correct.
You might have said this sooner.
How are we supposed to survive the fall?
What about all the captives that have been incapacitated?
What of the prisoners below?
The floor beneath
That
the
is
earth
not
is
the
all
safety dance. Any dance can be the safety dance if it keeps you alive. What the heck did you do? When he does weird stuff, weird things happen. Like, really weird things happen. Quack, quack.
Nani?
Oh, what happened? Where are we?
He teleported everyone to the first. That would be really funny. You're on the shore. Here.
By my reckoning, we're still on the island
Desert
where the tower stood,
episode.
but tis as if it never existed.
Yeah, because Gear
Hardly
did
a
something.
scratch. But how?
Where's Gear? Yeah. That's not good.
Graha wove a levitation spell at the last moment. Large enough to catch everyone, it would seem.
Oh, is that all he did? I thought he was doing alligator timey-wimey shenanigans. You have 48 hours. Battle Royale begins now.
The lack of obvious injuries.
That's...
The expenditure of so much ether has taken its toll. He will need plenty of rest, but should otherwise be none the worse for wear.
Yay!
Then the immediate problem is what to do with our new friends here. They'll be much changed for their time in the tower. Even if their bodies are intact, I doubt we could say the same for their minds.
Where's the lead alchemist?
Take care of that.
I have every faith in you, Alize.
Oh, the Porksy.
Many for you to treat alone.
Let the Squid Games begin. Yes.
We'll send at once to Eorzea for more Porksies, and call on the local mages to lend a hand.
We need more pork.
Hail, Scions! We were watching the tower when it simply disappeared. What happened?
Righty, can you hear me?
I can.
The threat is
Alright, I'm off. I'm going out drinking.
people delivered.
Alright. You have fun then.
However, in need of treatment.
Last man standing.
Of a secure locale and
Catch you
helping
later, man.
hands to assist us in its provision.
You shall have all this and more. Come, let us convey these unfortunate souls to the city.
Indeed. Huh? Oh, there she is. But hey, we did it. A success. Look at us, Thancred, we did things. We're level 82 now. Liberated prisoners are being transported to Redzatan for treatment. Alize, you shall oversee the administration of the tempering treatment with support from those who know healing spell or two. We'll go and join them in the city once you've had a moment to catch your breath. Hey, we're finally going to go to Redzatan and get the Aetheryte there. So this means that everything... Okay, you may now enter Tower of Zot with a party of NPC avatars to make use of this feature with a trust interface. Okay, cool. Had enough rest, have you? You have reward one for being idle, right? Roshan bade us come to Magdata at our earliest convenience. Wait a minute, I heard the Tartarus? You mean the TARDIS? Doctor Who strikes again. I didn't hear the TARDIS. I would have known. I would have heard that. Alright, it's time to ride around on my trusty motorcycle. Can I go this way? What's over here? This seems like the place that they would hide at. Aha. Southeast is down that way. So there is an aether current, but it's up there. I see how you do, Square Enix. Oh no. No. Okay. Desert Adventures. It's only for a short little sound bit right before you found the unique elephant guy. Oh. Dang it. Okay. I still didn't hear it though. I thought I would have picked up on that. There's the aether current. Huzzah. All right. To the east we go. The same direction I was going anyway. Sorry, I'm too fast for you. So I'm gonna make you work for the money. For the money? Make me work? What? By the way, Saint, I canceled my affiliation. So channel points and stuff like that, that monetization stuff, I'm done doing that through Twitch. Well, you can because you're recording, right? Yes. That's why I'm pushing everyone towards YouTube, because that's going to be like the main place that I monetize out of. I have a Patreon too. I don't know if it's actively linked to anything or if there's a way to find it, but I don't even think I have tiers set up on it. But YouTube is the main thing that I'm going to be pushing towards. Huh? Question mark? So like oh yeah, so like you can't subscribe to me anymore on Twitch or anything like that. I don't know if you can donate me bits either, or how even Twitch would go about paying me, because like I said, I ended my affiliation. That was for legal purposes, so that I could multi-stream, because right now I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. But I am like filtering anyone who will heed my words and subscribe over on Facebook and follow, or not Facebook, wow. Follow me on Facebook if you want, but YouTube is where I really care about viewership and things of that nature, because YouTube also does have the emotes and stuff like that you can have. It's a higher bar for entry to get in and unlock those, so I will need a lot of help getting there. But that is where like those will be created and that time will be invested and stuff. So that is the plan, and I want to do more interesting content on YouTube as well, not just streaming and so on. So I have a main channel, I have a shorts channel. Over there under the business name, it's under Indescribable Industries. In fact, if I do Spark socials, if I do that, that should, there we go, the flow page is there. Lunchtime for Duffy. Have a good lunch, Duffy. Thank you for tuning in as always. I really appreciate you. So, alright, you'll emerge at the entrance to the airship landing. Just remember to listen to the sound of Tartarus. You're spelling it Tartarus, not Tardis. Right before the unique elephant guy when you were recording. No problem. It's spelled Tardis. That's funny. But I will go listen for it. Yes, that. Will emerge at the entrance of the airship. Tartarus is like the Greek, is a location in Greek mythology where like a lot of monsters come from and whatnot. Tartarus. There you go. You'll emerge at the entrance of the airship landing, where another sentry should be able to assist you. Incidentally, if you assign the stats to either side of me, you'll find the workshop or review fibers. You're free to observe the artisans. Take care not to lose your way. Oh, merchandise stuff. Excuse me. Shall we take a look at the artisans? Could the artisans possibly... There's no... oh, I can talk to old boy over here. What do you know, Estonian? Ah, the Narian weave. Or to imagine more vibrant stuff, I dare say, Emmerich. Forgive me. Oh. It's an easy mistake to make. I dare say Emmerich would be a partial to the gold thread. And blue, of course. He loves his blue. Yes. Emmerich would look good in these things. Sad too. I've never put much into that. Into what I wear. A spare set of clothing is usually all I carry. If that isn't enough, I can always obtain something locally. This is true, especially with how your hair turned out. Okay. So this is a full city. So I need to go touch all the things. Wow. 2 full social zones. I mean, Yulmore, I guess, was a full social zone and had pretty important significance as far as crafting and stuff, but this has like a lot of, I don't know, it has more teleportation spots than Yulmore. Alright, let's grab our Aetherite crystal. So I nearly ran through here without touching it. I need my Aetherite. Oh, it's a generic one. This is the same one from Yulmore. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know, it looks like it is. According to the message, the base Aetherite has been temporarily disabled. Really? Why do you people do this? They did the same thing with Yulmore. So what the heck? So that means I can't attune to any of the stuff. Are you going to have soundboard stuff on your YouTube channel? Yeah, I do want to. There are different like bots and stuff I can hook into the channel and have them do stuff on my machine. Some things are like still in development. Can I? Okay, I can attune to these at least. So that's good. Twitch has a lot of stuff that's like people just make things for Twitch. And so YouTube's kind of catching up in that aspect. But there are things that have been made for YouTube, and I'll figure those out. I'm always experimenting with new stuff. So that's not a problem. I definitely do want to bring soundboards and things of that nature to the YouTube side. The cool thing is if you play something on Twitch, it still shows up on the YouTube stream. Because it all has to happen on my computer before it gets broadcasted out. So that's a tidbit of knowledge there. I don't know if I want to take the time to do all the stuff first, or if I want to just go. Cool beans, he says. In fact, if you haven't subscribed, it should play a notification when you do subscribe to the YouTube channel. And I'd like to see if that works, because I haven't actually been able to test it. And yeah, airship bay. Okay. Now we're gonna go up this way. This Dunian's probably so lost. Aether shard. Okay. So now I'll run back this way, and then I'll be able to run over and get stuff that's up there, and then the one that's back there. Aethernet's temporarily disabled. It's so stupid. It's really irritating that they would do that. Because it's like, they know people want to go and get all the teleport. I'm gonna look for a bit. Alrighty, Coyote. You do you, sir. Thank you for coming by and being active. For when you were. It means a lot to me. Oh, something important's happening up here. I will deal with that later. Sorry about that. I was like, oh man, the desert. Just thinking to myself about how flat everything is, even though it really just, like, it's just the way that they did the layout is very simple, but it still looks beautiful. Do I want to go this way? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. The streets and everything. So I do see how this is kind of similar to the old architecture and layout. I like all the colors, though. The colors are very nice. The elephant people are really fun. So I'm determined to touch all of these aetherite crystals before I leave or do the airship thing that they're trying to get me to do. Because it'll save so much time later when I actually get access to the crystal. No, I am not allowed to touch the crystal. Whatever. Game being a little ridiculous. I don't know why they would restrict access to the central aetherite here. I wonder if it's because they're not ready to give me access to the quests that are here, so they don't see why I would why I should have access to it. Oh, can I jump down? Please let me jump down. Please, please, please. Yes. Yes. That's great. So I can jump, like, teleport there, run in here, and then jump out. That is awesome. Okay, so there's going to be additional vendors in here, probably for doing poetics and different things. And then around the corner will be the other boyos, the real traders. I should probably go repair my gear because it's been a minute since I did that. Oh, and the hunt board is over here. I still have to go back to, like, way back and do all the hunt quests to get my hunt stuff upgraded to current expansion, because I have not done that yet. And there's that stuff. Okay. Now I should have access to the Aethernet. No, I don't want to talk to Stinian. All of the Radiant Host. Where is that? What? I didn't Why didn't I get the one with the Hall of the Radiant Hosts? That's the Hall of the Radiant Hosts, right? Yep. Why? How could I have done this? And I left Justinian behind because I teleported. You're not supposed to teleport with the NPC. Dang it, Justinian. You've caused me no end of problems yet again. Alright. I'll get this last aetherite shard, and then we'll run manually over to the airship. And we will be just fine. I'll have to go back there. That's okay. This is a cool layout, though. I like what they did with the over-under design, where it's like not necessarily on a second floor, but still on the other floor. Tune to yourself to the charge and ride it's hot. Yeah, except for the main one, because you people are being irritating and not letting me touch it. The crystal is disabled. Shut up. Just let me attune to it. Wait. Hi, buddy. Let's go. I know you wanted to go on an airship, so let's go up here to the airship. Okay. Do I have to go? How does this work? I'm not actually sure where I'm going. I was supposed to go there. Dang it, Justinian. Your stupidity is rubbing off on me. Yeah, look at you back there trampling all over my minion. You okay back? Okay, wind up Palom. Is wind up Justinian stepping on you? Wind up Justinian. Causing me problems. Nice. I'm watching you though, but he's fine. Okay. Almost to the airship. Because I wanted to take all the detours in the world and touch the crystals. Because I can't teleport back here, so there wasn't like it's hard to justify it not doing it. Oh, shut up. The state of alert still in effect. Perhaps it's released. Aside, we're not here for an airship. We have business with Magduda. On that case, permit me something or other. From here, it's quite simple. Really, you ascend these steps, continue straight ahead across the bridge. You cannot miss it. Oh. Okay. Why do they do that? Well, how do they expect people to get up there? What are you supposed to do here? You're supposed to jump, like, glitch your way up into here? Or, like get over here? And then, like, yeah. How are you supposed to get up there? Ow. Then, like, you get up here, and, like, you get up here. And you get up here. And you get, like, this is the really, see, and then, like, there's the, you've arrived at a vista, you strayed too far from the vista. Yeah, I know. Take your stupid vista and go elsewhere. Estinian's just looking at me like, what the heck are you doing? And oh, come on. I'm gonna get this. I'm going to get this before I move on. Okay, so I know to temper my jump. There we go. / lookout. Hey, I actually got experience for doing that. Okay. Cool. I did it. That one was actually perceptible. I still want to know how in the world people get that one that's in the middle of nowhere in Kugane. I'm like, you have to jump from like the platform above it. That's got to be the way you get up there. Really? I remember passing through here with Roshan. Situation being as it was, he regretted not being able to show us the sights. Life has yet to return to normal here, but when it does, you ought to pay another visit. The city is confusing, the food is quite good. I'm partial to Hamza myself, the meat's surprisingly tender and flavorful. You just like it here, don't you? Squawk, squawk. Oh, the Hamza over there. Not. I forget that the Hamza are actually like how they ride around. I don't think you're actually supposed to eat the Hamza, but that's fine. Another one? Why? 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 Alright, here we go. / look at. Alright. I did it. Okay. Something is clearly wrong. Because I should have a lot more chatter going on than I do. And in battle, I have the wrong things in here. Like, I just wanted party chat to be under battle, but it's doing all this other stuff. And I know that's not right. I know this should be something else. And I think all the settings for battle are actually going into general. Because there should be like a whole lot of people. So if I go in here and I actually turn on yell, shout, say, tell, apply. We'll see what happens. Because I should see all that. Unless there's just nobody doing any of those things on this city right now. But it was going crazy earlier. So I don't think that's the case. Or if it's just a general purpose bug or what's going on with that setting, but I know it's not working properly. Mega da 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 da. Greetings and welcome to Mega Time. I carry after your business. Remember the sign 7th dawn. Come the invitation of His Excellency. Of course, we've been expecting you. Show you to the audience chamber. If you would please follow me. Huzzah! Go talk to the people. He's just standing there awkwardly. Like, I don't know how to interface with these people. They know I'm not actually someone important. Hey, Graha.
Are we the last to arrive? I hope we've not kept you waiting.
Not at all. Your comrade is feeling better, I trust.
Yes.
Much better, thank you. Harness remedies are certainly potent, in more ways than one.
It's feeling a bit too good.
To the taste, although I hope you never have cause to do so. Pray, take your ease.
Full glad I am to see you all unharmed.
Well, I'm 3/4 glad that.
Valiant sons, for your heroism, you have my boundless gratitude. You cast down that dire tower and set free its hapless captives. You cleanse their souls of its corrupting influence. No words of thanks will suffice. In place of platitudes, I offer a bounty of warding scales. Pray accept your due reward, along with the goodwill of Radzatan.
Yay!
Alchemists throughout the land were put to work in the forging of your talismans. The finished ones have been collected, and now await you at the High Crucible of Alchemia. Present this letter when you are ready to take them into your possession.
Hey, there it is.
We are humbled by your generosity. Know that the inventive wisdom of Radzatan will be vital in restoring serenity to our star.
Every single one of those scales came from you, didn't they? You must still be in such pain.
Ouchie, ouchie.
'Tis of no moment. A mere annoyance compared to the dreadful suffering inflicted upon this land and its people.
Aw, cares so deeply.
Albeit brief, my involvement in the Dragonsong War afforded me a glimpse of the myriad sorrows which consumed both dragon and man. Though you were half a world away, such tragedies as befell your kin must have affected you deeply. And yet, you chose to live among men.
In the age when that conflict first bloomed, my choice had already been made. In some distant place, man slew dragon, and dragon slaughtered man. Yet no hate could I muster for those smiling faces which did look to me for guidance. Not even my brother's righteous rage could rally me to his cause. I huddled here, secret and still, hoping against hope that which I had built would remain untouched by the chaos and carnage.
Twould seem we share the same desire for peace, great Vritra. To that end, I wonder if we might trouble you with another question. The Telophoroi are intent on recreating the final days, an apocalyptic event which we know to predate the sundering of the star. As the longest lived among us, know you aught of this terrible cataclysm?
Nay, when war and strife drove my sire from his home, he crossed the great expanse with only our unhatched eggs as company. He alighted upon a shattered source, its 13 reflections long since scattered beyond the rift. Of events preceding his arrival, he knoweth naught, save that which Hydralin hath deigned to disclose.
I see. So again, 'tis the inscrutable Hydaelyn to whom you must look for answers.
The dragons came from outside of this world entirely. Like, crazy far away.
If so, I have a tale which may afford you some 'Tis a story from my youth, many, many years ago. To my sire, I once posed the question, of all the stars in the sky, why didst thou settle upon this one? To which Midgardsormr did reply, 'twas the last bastion of hope. He believed so long as Hydaelyn endured, so too might dragonkind. Solemn and portentous were his words. What deeper meaning they held, I could not, dared not pursue. 'Tis a stone I've left unturned ever since.
Midgardsormr might come out of hibernation.
Yet take you solace in the knowledge that whatsoever Hydaelyn does strive towards, 'tis an ideal which hath earned my sire's conviction.
Thank you, Vritra. You've given us warm reassurance in a world gripped by cold uncertainty.
They're playing music from Heaven's Ward.
While I'm sure we all have a great many questions, I think it's time we collect the talismans and be on our way.
I agree.
We must take our leave, but please do inform us if we can provide any further assistance.
Prithee, a moment. There is one whom my sire hath judged worthy of honor and respect. The one known to men as Eorzea's champion. This hero of renown and rumor, 'tis thee.
Only wish she were here with us now. Seriously, that dude's really smart. Yep. I was there.
Yet even closed in sleep, my father's eyes are far from blind. He is watching over thee, watching over this world. 'Twas a revelation most pleasing that thou, a child of man, had gained Midgardsormr's trust. But alongside mine elation runneth a rivulet of dread. For upon thy life's reel wind too many threads of fate, power, wheel enmeshed with woe.
Are you getting that?
Amidst this tangle knot, thou shalt know no rest.
Uh-oh.
Endless confluence of forces, a struggle without surcease.
Such is the way of a hero.
More terrible still is the attrition wrought upon thy companions, as they are swept up in the storm of thine existence.
Wait, where's Horsefant? Horsefant? No, you've skipped Horsefant. There he is. Horsefant. You knew what you did there, Square Enix. You knew why you put Horsefant out of order and last. The others were in order, but not Horsefant.
The hope thou wilt need come the end. Even cowering behind my curtain, I know the suffering of the powerful. I have watched my siblings driven mad by loss. Thus do I exhort thee to spare no effort to keep thy loved ones safe.
Apologies. We hadn't meant to interrupt.
It's
Yes, you
just
did.
that we do have a history of suddenly collapsing, and when you didn't follow us out.
'Tis I who must apologize. I have to change your champion over long with idle chatter. Go. At war's end, I pray I welcome thee back into my hall, where together with thy joyful comrades, you may toast your triumph.
Take you up on that offer. On December 4th, 2021, from 3:30 a.m. to 3:30 a.m., emergency maintenance will be performed on the firmament and Doman Enclave on all worlds. During this period, affected areas will be unavailable. Please move to a different area or log out before the maintenance begins. So that would be in 2 minutes. Firmament and Doman Enclaves. Okay. Does that mean I won't be able to play, or what? What you're talking about? Nothing? Very well, if you say so. The others have gone ahead. The High Crucible. Let's catch up with them. Indeed. Is that Archon Loaf? No, they made it an actual item. No, take it away. I don't want it. No. No. Take your stupid Archon Loaf and go somewhere else. No. There we go. There we go. Where are we? Oh, just down here. I can go there. This is your public service announcement to remember to eat food. Hello, Amazon. Why are you guys doing the weird followy thingy now? Why couldn't I just... Nah, whatever. The stream turns with the door straight ahead and descend the steps. Thought the Crystarium was confusing, but doesn't compare to how the architecture decorations make it even harder to get your bearings. Here, let's see where the door takes us. It's a little weird how they're doing this now. I wonder if the Aetherite has been fixed. Can I use the Aetherite now? Have you reactivated the Aetherite? Please tell me you've reactivated the Aetherite. The plaza is good. There's much further to go. We're just across the other side of the hall and pass through the larger doorways. High Crucible lies beyond. Spectators have already collected the warding scales on the street. Okay. Can the Aetherite be enabled now, please? I would like you to have an active Aetherite. Nope, still disabled. How does one disable a giant crystal? Let's talk to the peeps here. Gold spectacles. Nice. Percent. Good. And okay, fine. Good. And away we go. Thank grid. Alright, alright. Oh boy, cutscene. But last, of course, but at least we found the place. If you're not first, you're last.
These are the talismans we were promised.
Yes, and I made a quick count. There are far more than we could have hoped for.
This
Enough to
music.
outfit an entire company of soldiers, in fact. Considering the involved process, that they were able to manufacture so many in such a short span of time is nothing short of a miracle.
You haven't seen these people work.
Once we have distributed them to our allies in Eorzea and the Far East, we'll have a fighting chance to bring down the other spires, just as we did with the Tower of Zot.
We able to go see Lord Hien.
Or we could use them to invade Garlemald proper and strike directly at the Telophoroid's base of operations. Of course, we would need to consult with various Alliance leaders before such a drastic measure could even be contemplated. To which end, I could set out forthwith and present the idea to each of our allies in person.
Pray allow me to undertake some few of those journeys. I find myself restless and in need of purposeful duties.
You and your pointy shoes.
Bosnia and Dalmasca are just a short hop from here. And Doma's shinobi network should come in handy for passing on the word.
Dalmasca.
We shall share the burden then. Meanwhile, I think it best that you and the others take the talismans back to the Baldessian Annex. We must keep them safe and secure until we've decided upon a course of action.
Don't take them to Sharlayan. That's how they get confiscated.
Please, I must speak with you.
Oh. Hello, Nidana.
Nidana, you're awake.
Yes. When I spoke with the carer at my bedside, she told me that one of the scions, a young woman, had cleansed me of the tower's corruption. It seems I'd been asleep ever since the treatment. But when I awoke and learned you were all still here, I knew I had to come. As you said, Nidana was captured only recently. Such a brief exposure is swiftly cured, so I tended to her before we gathered at Megaduta. And I am truly grateful that you did. I cannot thank you enough. All of you, for everything you've done. Destroying the tower, rescuing our people. You've saved Havnir from an awful fate.
Yet who hath truly saved whom? Due in no small part to thine inspirational courage, the alchemists were successful in reproducing warding scales of proven efficacy. Replications of thy work now stand ready to travel across the seas, unto the hands of those who might wield them against this rising evil.
The talisman? Is this true? Oh, I was so groggy from sleep. I didn't even think to ask. Oh, our great work sent across the seas.
was worth it. Oh, it was all worth it.
What this is? Interesting.
Look at that. Its color is completely changed.
What do you have there?
But empathetic mood flower.
How unusual. I wonder if the effect is a reaction to Akasha.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that term.
Akasha? It is one of the unseen energies defined by Harnish alchemical theory. Though a gross oversimplification, some describe it as an essence influenced by feelings.
You imply that it is distinct from ether?
Foreign scholars often conflate the two, but we see them as separate concepts. Ether is an energy which permeates the land. It exists within animals, objects, even the air we breathe, affecting all through which it flows. Akasha, on the other hand, exists in a domain beyond our reach. A gift bestowed from on high, or torn from the heavens in some traditions. Akasha can neither be created nor destroyed. It is beyond our power to purposefully alter or manipulate.
Interesting.
The only thing observed to influence it is an abundance of, I want to say, spiritual emotion. As a veteran of the battlefield, surely you've experienced moments of desperation or exaltation when you've transcended the usual limits of your capabilities. That is a manifestation of Akasha, the invisible essence harnessed by heart, mind, and unyielding spirit.
I really must hear more about this theory. Our disciplines are based entirely upon the idea that ether is the fundamental form of all energy.
I'm glad my haphazard explanation has piqued your interest. But even for us, Akasha is a somewhat abstract field of study. A lack of practical application lends itself poorly to formalized research. Which
This is true.
why my analysis of your flower can amount to little more than idle speculation. I am sorry.
Nonsense. You have nothing to be sorry for. Your insight is much appreciated.
Shall we depart for Charlian then? I will see to it that the talismans arrive at the annex.
It's a bad idea, guys. You should send them to Eorzea.
I suggest you rest while you can. From here onward, sleep is bound to be in short supply.
It's funny coming from you, Thancred. But it's funnier to me because I'm the one who's had short supply of sleep since the launch of Endwalker. To the Baldesion Annex. Good heavens. The Baldesion Annex. Well, this is like becoming our base of operations. I really think it's a horrible idea to keep our super weapon or super armor on the neutral island that already doesn't like us. They could confiscate our stuff and kick us out at any moment. Come back! Praise me of your recent accomplishments. What an amazing feat to eliminate a tower and pave the way to tea with the rest. Well, isn't much. I've changed your sheets and pumped your pillow. After all, there's nothing like collapsing in a nice clean bed after completing a major milestone. Instead of milestone. Be it penning a thesis or defeating informed entities. Welcome back, Duffy. Would you like to look at your new improved lodgings now? Yes, let's go. Bum, bum, bum. How was lunch? Oh, the flower's back to being whitish-ish. Lunchy. That's... Lunchy lunch is always good. By the way, how do I sound without my pop filter? I decided to do without it for today's stream.
Good, you're here. You haven't eaten yet, have you? We've bought quite a spread if you're interested. Only the finest dining from the last stand.
Sure. Why do I get an Archon loaf as a reward? Oh, that was for the previous quest. That's fine. Cheeseburger. Really? You don't like pickles?
Lest you wonder, we invited Estinian as well.
Oh, is he not here?
But he refused with a rather grim-faced, "No, thank you." I suspect Charlian cuisine is not to his liking.
What else is he eating?
Oh, I don't know.
Also cannot eat a burger, right?
Perhaps our lone wolf just needed some time apart.
that comment is so accurate.
Brooding stare. Next time, I'll drag him out by the ear, sit him down in front of a Charlian feast, and see that he eats every last bite.
An excellent idea. Of all people, warriors must take proper meals and rest if they are to maintain a healthy constitution.
Poor Estinian, beset on all sides.
So I get tea, but Alize and Gyr get burgers? This is hardly fair.
Physical condition, Mistress Kryl. I hear you recently played literal host to Heidelin herself.
And what an experience that was. Tiring, yes, but no lasting harm done.
Alright, there's still something pinging around in Kyr's neck.
I should have liked to speak with her
Cookies.
longer. I've not felt a hint of her presence since.
Jeez, there's so much bun on that
Heidelin
burger.
instructed you to carry that flower, yes?
More of a memento.
'Twill be your guide, test and proof of your conviction. And then something about seeking joy in darkness, was it?
A potato. Oops.
Nidana, back in Radzat Han.
Yep, that's what happened.
The flower did seem to radiate a joyful glow, as if
Potato face.
reflecting the elation we all felt, the relief of a people with renewed hope.
I need to hit my audio settings and make it
I felt buoyed by that radiance.
better.
It was akin to spotting a beacon and knowing we were on yet triumphed over the Tlofuroi, or learned the full breadth of the Forum's plans. But even within the midst of our struggles, we find small moments of joy to sustain us. Rare and hard-won perhaps, but it is this pursuit of happiness that gives us the strength to carry on day after day.
Pizza. Burger bite.
Hey, that's mine.
To the swift the spoils. Though I recall that levitation spell of yours was quick enough.
Only barely. And even at my best, I'm still too slow to wield it effectively in battle. Mayhap I simply require more practice with this new magic.
You unearthed it from the depths of Numenon, I presume?
Aye, and from a veritable mountain of arcane tomes at that. 'Twas necessary to facilitate my solitary explorations.
Or, to put it simply, you used it to sneak around the Forbidden Archives.
Yes, well, after a fashion. Shelves, they're too tall for me. And I could hardly move the library's platforms without attracting attention now, could I?
That's just so ridiculous. Going until the morning.
Ambitious. But it is pleasant to idle away the hours every once in a while.
Huh. Green. Interesting. Oh, there. Here he is. Here's the lad. Big Reaper himself. Mr. Scythe-Moo.
Enjoying the bracing cold, I see. Do you not own a warm coat or a cloak? Something in fur? Or fashioned from the skins of your enemies? Or... well, never mind that. I come to you once more as the bearer of bad news. Our tower in Thavner has been toppled, and I need not tell you by whom. Given how many we have at our disposal, the loss of a single spire is hardly fatal to our plans. It does, however, slow the rate at which we siphon the ether. If they continue to preoccupy themselves with the towers, then all will be well. But should our foe prove bold enough to strike at us here, then the timing becomes questionable.
This voice actor just reads his lines.
Our foe is bold enough. Of that, I can assure you.
Yes, very well then. I suppose I must prepare a proper welcome. Honestly, talk of your nemesis is the only thing you seem to enjoy. Does nothing else spark your interest?
It's hard.
No. All else is equal. Equally tedious. Equally disappointing. The world is a tepid bog into which we sink, too weak to thrash as the mud clings to our eyes and fills our throats till we blissfully choke. But then came the light, blinding and pure and hot, so very hot, enough to set my soul aflame.
Whoa there, dude. Don't swing that way.
I basked in the afterglow until the void yawned once more. And then I knew the muck would never claim me again. There was naught for me ahead, so I drew the curtain on all that had come before.
Very well.
Burn. Let the whole star burn. I will have my contest. I will reclaim my moment.
You're what now? Are you being a diva again, Xenos? You need to just stop being a diva. Okay.
How wonderful that the emptiness of death has not dissuaded you from committing your life to its pursuit once more.
Knocking things over.
I don't know whether to envy you or pity you.
You question my disinterest, but what of yours? Despite your noisome antics, I sense you take little pleasure in this endeavor.
Mercy, my lord. Such pointed barbs from one who barely acknowledges my existence. Nevertheless, you are mistaken. For I do find this part somewhat enjoyable. You see, when I was mortal, I would always have the same dream. It was a fragmented thing, disjointed, all the faces incomplete. The setting, too, was unknown to me, so I thought it simply a fantasy of my sleeping mind. Until one day, I realized it was showing me the truth. Much as your dream of the final days enlightened you. And soon, very soon, the rest of the world will see the truth of my dream, too.
The truth of your dream, Fender.
Yes. I think that is something we can both enjoy.
Sure. What's up? Oh my goodness, there's a lot of people here. Feeling refreshed, I hope? Yeah. About to make my way to the stadium as it happens. Studio. To try and speak the scholar Monteshane. Thank him for coming to our rescue in Rustra. Turns out he'd come here to see us, following the hearing on to find we'd already departed. But Thravnir, knowing him, he was probably hoping to chew the cud with his former students. Since we're still waiting for Y'shtola and others, I thought, now the perfect time to pay him a visit. Care to join me? Sure. Then it's settled. The twins will be coming too, assuming Alphino can tear himself away from his new toys. let you rally the troops while I go ahead to the fun. Consider my recent impropriety. Perhaps I should avoid showing my face around the studio for a time. That might be for the best. If others should return, tell them it will not be long. Alrighty. So, this has been quite the episode. It's a little bit longer last time, a little bit shorter than the one before that. I will leave it here for now. I'm going to take a quick break, and I'll be live again here with another episode. So I'm not going to do the whole be right back thing because that just kind of draws things out. I'm going to have to cut it out later and so on and so forth. It's just easier for uploading to YouTube and all that fun retention stuff. So I will catch you all later, and I will be live here probably again pretty soon, probably within the hour. So if you haven't already, come on over to YouTube, drop me a subscription over there. It's free. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on this stuff. Leave a like on this video and leave a comment telling me what your perfect episode length is like. I've been NeoZerb, and I've been broadcasting on Indescribable Industries. That's the YouTube channel. And so I will see you all here in a few.